Hello. Thank you to everyone who came today. I'll be really brief. I just wanted to introduce a book I'm launching today, September 2nd. And I want to say thank you to Street Level for hosting this event and for hosting the launch. The book can be bought here and at Good Press and on my website. And it's a $5, which is a good deal. I'm trying to be a salesman because I'm a publisher as well. My name is Tina. I'm a Danish photographer, but I've been based in Glasgow for almost 7 years. I studied here, and I run a gallery just across the road, or the river, called 16 Nicholson Street. And then I have this small publishing house called Earth Saga Press. And there's currently 3 editions. The first one is on the feminine in photography, and it's with 10 different artists, photographers that are all female. The second edition was kind of a continuation of the first and is only with male photographers, looking at masculinity in photography and what that means today. And Mess is one of the lucky artists in this one. But the one we're launching today is more of a kind of a note for myself as well as the artist, I think. And I'll just put these here. It's basically, I'll put it here. Whoop. It's the first book I've done with no images. And it took me a little while to actually convince myself that that's okay. So I've been starting to work in the second edition. I worked with mixing photography with images and the relationship to this, and mixing writers with photographers and seeing what the relationship does to the book. But for this one, I asked only to have text. So it's all visual artists or people that are creative and work with visual media. And halfway through the editing, I emailed them all like, please send me an image as well. Like, there's something I need the images. And then they all did that. And for some reason, that just felt wrong. I put it in the edit and it just changed it because it became a photo book. So I think that's the relationship that's also interesting, that when there is a photo, it becomes of, you look at the photo, you maybe don't read the text as much. So I just had to kind of force myself to not put in the pictures. But I'm going to show them to you now. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. These pictures won't be shown. So I basically told all the artists to send me something. It could be their work, or it could just be their shoe, a picture of what they ate, like anything that they felt was related to the idea of a diary. So they all sent me a picture, or some of them actually, 2 didn't. And the artists in the book are from various places. I did this specific edit in Portland on a residency. So a lot of the artists are American. There's some from Glasgow, Denmark, a girl from India, a guy from New York. So it's very mixed, and that's kind of the style of the books. I'll be somewhere on a travel or a residency. I'll meet new people, and I'll kind of combine them with the people I know and make some sort of new edit, mixing people's work. So I basically asked them all to send me, I asked them a couple of months before if they wanted to write a diary entry for me on September 2nd, 2016. And they all said yes, luckily. And on the day, I reminded them by sending them my letter. So I sent what I did on the day, and then so that's the first page, and then it's all a response to that. And it's just really interesting how different they all are and how similar they all are, because for some reason, I don't know if September was a weird month, but everyone seems to be very chaotic and a bit confused and not in where they were supposed to be. Everyone's kind of traveling or away from home, or which is interesting. And there's kind of a theme of of people being not struggling, but there's definitely, maybe it's because there's an honesty in a diary. They all felt a bit okay with telling what they really feel like, and there's definitely a vibe of the community is really important, and I think that's what the book is about. That it's okay to tell these secrets, that it can be really hard being an artist, and sometimes you don't have enough money to pay your rent. Other times it's going great, you have exhibitions, you're flying around, but there's always that mix. And yeah, some people are really personal, some people basically tell me that they don't want to write a diary because it doesn't matter to the bigger thing, and Trump is being elected and it's all going to hell. And so it's a really mixed bag of personal entries. I'll just flick through these. Yeah. So it's all about not the struggle, but the continuation of the trials and the attempt. And I think that's a really nice thing, that people keep trying, you keep doing it. It might not be what you want it to be, but that you keep trying. So that's kind of the feeling I got from the letters. Yeah, and this, yeah, I don't think there's any more to say. If you have any questions, I'm here. You can always email me as well. The website is somewhere, I'll tell you if you ask. It's earthsagapress.com. Yeah, there's another book coming out later in the spring, which is about sexuality and the earth, which is going to be a photo book, so that's really interesting. But yeah, and if you have any questions, please ask. Thank you.
The artists involved, were they under the impression that it was going to be text and photos?
First, I told them just text, and then I changed my mind. And then I said there'll be one photo, so send me one that represents everything you stand for, and that doesn't really, that's not a fair thing to ask anyone.
Were they meant to be related to the text that they'd written, or was it just?
Not necessarily. I said it could be anything they felt like they would want to share. That's not necessarily, and most people didn't send pictures of their work. It's more something they saw that day, or yeah.
Did it work as you hoped?
Yeah, I think so, and actually better, because I was a bit nervous, because I always work with photos, and it's like a big part of my own practice. So I was like, oh no, it's going to be really boring, but I like it. So yeah.
What about the other artists? Did they have similar views?
I've only showed it to one yet. They're still, because they're everywhere else, so they're in the post right now. They're getting to them, but this is the official launch. So I'm really excited to see what people say. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Maybe we should drink some wine and we could chat over there. Yeah. Thank you. Good.